Hey guys, it's DudeConrad1 and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are going to be reviewing second place for the Good vs. Evil contest we had about 2 weeks ago. And both sides were amazing. You guys remember the last side was the evil side. We looked through that and I showed you all the stuff over there. And then today we're going to be looking through the good side. There's a lot of stuff over here. It's very interesting. Lots of cool, unique details, and I'm looking forward to going through there. This is the symbol for the board for the build-off contest. This is where all the names were. So let's go ahead and read through those names real fast. So we had itsExpired. So cocofox was the leader for the Kingdoms of Good. We had IQ number. We had Franz, Halfscape, Grotlenator, QuarzHybrid, Vauncraft, Artisan, Daddycraft, FilTheMilkMaker, Lego Goob, Waldo, Swimmer, Brunokuz, ImFuzion, Loudim, Tigerbread, Asmund, TheJorritDude, and CreativeMethod. So as you guys can see, there was a lot of people on this team, but it was like, you know, some people would come in and help and then they would have to leave. That's why there's more people on this side, is because, you know, people kept coming and leaving and such, so we had to keep it up, and it all worked out in the end. So this is really nice. Really like what they did with this terrain, and I'm really looking forward to showing you this all. So anyways, let's go ahead and start here and see what there is to see. There isn't really any interiors to done, so all we'll be looking at today is just the exteriors of the buildings. So this here is supposed to be a winery. That's what this building is supposed to be. A place where they can crush grapes and make them into wine and such. As you can see, the little vineyard down here. Very interesting design for the vineyard. As you can see, it's done with the wicker fences. And then you have a few of those poppies. I think they're poppies. What are those called? Yeah, the peonies. That's what they're called. And then there's that string that goes across. Now, some of you don't realize that we can use that string. But yes, you can use the string in your menu. It's spider string that you get, and you can use that for detailing like that. So that's an interesting idea, and I would like to see more people come with more interesting designs for that. So, but anyway, we got a bunch of little gardens around. Like we have this little garden over here. Not quite sure what this is supposed to be. Possibly, I don't know. Probably just flowers. And then we have lilacs over here, but it's supposed to represent lavender, I think. But yeah, that looks really cool. I like that a lot. We have a forward guard tower here. As you can see, it has a sort of tiered look to it. That's a really neat little look. It's basically a mini model of that big one up there. Really nice. Really like the design. Again, there's no interiors or anything, so it's just exterior looks. I think there is actually one interior that is sort of finished. We're going to go into that actually. This is going to be, I think this is the only interior that was kind of finished. As you can see, this was done by FilTheMilkMaker, I think. There's nothing done upstairs. It's just down here. But still, it's really cool. I like the sort of open feel to it. It's really neat. So, pretty cool and good job there. So this here is like a little village that's down here by the creek. As you can see, the creek runs along underneath or at the foundations to the castle, which is right up there. And down here, there's a lot of cool stuff. There's like, here, let me actually get, there we go. There's actually this really neat boat design, something that really stood out to me. There's actually another design up on the castle that really stood out to me too, which I will point out later. But this here is a boat. Really interesting design. I really like it. Like, for some reason, it's just, like, really stands out to me. I think it was done by Tigerbread. Not quite sure, but still, it was really well done. Really like that. And then we have a few docks over here and such. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink of water. Oh, yeah. Okay. So anyways, we have what looks like a peach farm here, or possibly apricots, maybe pears, who knows. Probably, or oranges. You never know. There's all kinds of different things that could be, but still, it's like a neat little tiny orchard there. And then we're going to walk through here, and this is the village that we're walking through, and we're going to walk up through the gate, and we're going to get into the castle bit. So here is another little dock down here that overlooks the water. Really neat views in here. Really like that view, like right there. Seeing the water and everything. It's really cool. So we're going to head up this way and see what there is to see. We make it through a small little gate here. This is a neat design for the gate using those new trapdoors that we have. It makes it look very thick and very very strong looking. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the lilacs here in the field. So that's pretty cool. And I think there's another village up here. What does this say? Due to recent events, don't walk on the walls. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. But anyways, we walk up this way, and this is another little village up here. So this is pretty interesting. They got a well that goes down to who knows where. There's no details down there. I already checked. We got a little graveyard back here. Another interesting detail. Here lies John Avril. And here lies Tompton Hiller, the founder. Okay, so pretty cool. Nice little little bit of interesting adventure there. But yeah, then we have like another little house here. No interiors are done. Just kind of you know, thrown together on the outside, which is all that was really required. So we're going to make our way up to here, and this is actually one of my favorite parts of the plot. I really like this statue here. It's a angel, I think. It's supposedly an angel, and it's overlooking like this little pool of water right here. I really like the look of that. It really works well between those two trees and sort of where it's positioned and everything. Really like that. Really cool idea, and it was just really nice. So congrats to whoever did that, or kudos to whoever built that. I'm not sure who built that, but whoever did, very good job. So we're going to make our way back down to the main path. And actually, we'll look at these fields really fast. We got like a little garden right here for some potatoes, or maybe carrots, not sure what that was. And then this is a mixture of sunflowers and roses. Very interesting. Haven't seen that mixed before, but oh well, pretty cool. Got a hawk flying right there. And actually, we're going to go under here real quick and see what there is to see. This is really neat, like a little undercroft area where this sort of natural terrain goes over this creek. It's the pathway to get into the castle. Really interesting. I really like it down here. Really cool designs and everything. So that's really nice. I like how they have the arches and such. So let's go ahead and walk in now. We got some flags. We got the blue and white flags. That's the theme of the castle, is the blue. And so we're going to come up here to the portcullis. This is the obviously the portcullis, the thing that would make sure that you will not be able to get in if you're not supposed to get in. And this is made by CreativeMethod, apparently. Very neat little wagon there. And this is actually one of my favorite parts. Another one of my favorite parts besides the angel is this right here. I love this. I love it so much. Like, it's like this little courtyard in here, where you know, it's just perfect. Like that little thing right there, connecting the gate to the rest of the castle right there. This little garden over here, and then the road coming up. I just think that that works out really well. Really beautiful look there. Really beautiful everything. So this is actually the main courtyard of the castle, as you can see. There's very minimal detail, as they were really rushing to try to get this finished. But overall, it's a really cool designs that they have going here. Really cool, really cool, really cool. So then here we have a blacksmith, place where they would make swords and all that good stuff. Lots of interesting things, and that really bugs me right there. I'm going to go ahead and actually fix that really fast. I don't like hanging dirt. That is a pet peeve of mine. All right, there we go. Got the light back. So now we're going to head up here. This goes up to the second tier of the courtyard, and I really like this too because this is actually pretty darn defensive. So like they come through the gate, and then there's another line of defense up here where they can shoot down. And then there's also this up here where they can shoot down on the causeway. I really like the layered defensive nature of this castle. It's really cool. Really cool. And I guess we should look at this tower really fast because this is sort of the highlight of this build, is this tower. It has a large bell or a few large bells at the top. Not large bells, but a few bells at the top. So maybe it can make some kind of music or something. But yeah, this here is the bell tower, and very nice. The center point of this castle. Right here, really neat design. I think it was Franz, or maybe it was cocofox. I'm not sure. One or the other that came up with the idea for making this very large tower on this hill. But it turned out really nicely, so good job to both of you. And then everyone else worked on it too. But yeah, this is the design that I wanted to show you guys. I really like it. It's from the TheJorritDude. Yeah, the JorritDude, whatever his name was, made these. And this is just awesome. I love the look of these things. They're phenomenal. I don't know what makes me like them so much, but I just love how compact and, you know, it just feels like it works, and that's just a really cool thing, and really cool. So yeah, you guys can see those for yourselves if you go /warp comp, and then that will get you right to about where is it? Right about there, and then you can come over here and check it out for yourself. But yeah, that's a really cool design. So great job to whomever came up with that. Pretty sure it was TheJorritDude. But anyway, we are going to go up now to the next part of the castle, which is up here. This leads us to the chapel of the castle. We got a few little picnic tables over here and such. And we head up this way. We got some trees, a little courtyard, a statue, very imposing statue. And then you head up here to the chapel, which of course has a closed door. And then it has Lights Hope Chapel on it. So really neat design there. Really like the chapel. I think it really works well back there. And it's, you know, the overall the castle is very straight, like, but that's because they weren't able to put really too much more detail into it because it's just time restrictions and such. And but yeah, I really like the walls on this side. This whole wall section there, it's like how it's laid out and everything, really cool. Really enjoyed that a lot. As you can see, it's like a tall tower here, and really like that. So I mean, there's a bunch of caves down here, but there's really no caves that really stand out. Nothing that really makes me want to show you guys, you know, something really specific. I'm sure there is actually. No, I think this cave is actually one of the better ones. Let's see if I can make it into there. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, okay, then never mind. There's nothing in here. Yeah, all the caves are kind of like that. They're just kind of put together just to add in a little bit more exploration to the plot. You know, there's no really depth to them. There's just caves, and there's a few little Easter eggs here and there, which is cool. But you guys can find those for yourself. But yeah, they're all along the base of the cliffs, so you can find them for yourselves. So. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's really all there is to see, and I look forward to our next build-off contest. A lot of you have suggested in the last video of what we should do, and I got a lot of great suggestions over there, and I'm going to definitely keep those in consideration. Like I said, it'll probably be a while from now till we have our next big competition like this, and as time progresses, we will definitely have another, and hopefully everyone will be able to enjoy it. So, but until then, this is the results for this one, and again, this one was a huge success, Really enjoyed it. Everyone had fun, and had a great time streaming. It was exhausting though, because I was talking the whole time, and you know, keeping the hype up and everything. that was fun. So I think that's about all. So warp comp to get here. And don't forget that I have a Facebook and a Twitter you guys can follow me on to keep updated with me, so that if you want to you know, figure out, you know, what's going on with me, or if you want to contact me on a more personal level, or just, you know, want to talk to me, you know, I don't know, over chat, those are the best places to get me, is on Twitter and on Facebook. And then those links are in the description below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Till then, bye-bye.